Hello to all the wonderful humans. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well and welcome. I am Aboli and I make science-based skincare and hair care videos. If you are interested in that space, then consider subscribing to my channel. So today's video is going to be my updated skincare routine for the summers. There's something very weird that my skin does during the transition, like in these months of February, March, April, when the temperature is rising, the humidity is rising, and in this time my skin starts to become very oily. I see a lot of congestion on my face, especially right here, and that is because my skin produces more oil and it doesn't understand how to deal with it. So this period is really awful for my skin. My skin also suffers from this weird thing of surface dryness in this period. There's this weird mixture of surface dryness, so I think it's dehydration and oiliness together. So this is my updated skincare routine for oily, acne prone skin with a little bit of dehydration. The first thing that I do differently is to use a clay mask. I use a salicylic acid, aloe vera and a bentonite clay mask at home. I just mix all of these together. It works to reduce my oil production. It cleans out my pores. Salicylic acid, as you know, cleans out your pores, help you to exfoliate a little bit as it's just a mask. And also aloe vera gel, which helps to reduce the harshness of the clay, because as I've said, I do get a little bit of surface dryness. This is a very generic bentonite clay from Amazon. I do not use the Aztec Indian healing clay. That does not work for my skin. Okay, so I use 1 teaspoon of bentonite clay. Then I use 2 teaspoons of aloe vera. Now I've added the aloe vera gel with the mask, if you can see. So I'm just going to mix it through. Now what aloe vera gel does is it also balances the pH, because as you know, clay is very alkaline in nature. So aloe vera gel actually brings it a little bit towards neutral. Now I know many people do not like to use clay masks, and I understand why. It is because they are incredibly drying. So I just put it on for 10 minutes and I do use humectants to reduce the harshness. So if you have dry or normal skin types, then I will not recommend this product, because obviously you don't need this product. This is for oily, acne prone skin people who have really large pores and get a lot of congestion and a lot of sebum production. Now what I do with this is that I add 2 to 3 drops of any salicylic acid serum. This is from the Sugandha. So I just add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It feels very soft and very cloud-like. It doesn't feel like a very rough clay mask. I know many people use brushes, which is more aesthetic, but I like to use my hands, and this is really cold. I don't know why it's that cold. Oh my god. For oily skin, clay is a really good option. If you have oily skin type, oh my god, start using clay in your products. And now I'm just going to wait for 10 minutes and I'm going to wash it off. Hello guys, I am back and my skin feels very dry. That is a huge drawback of using clay masks, but it really helps me to clean my pores and to also help with my oil production. So I just use it once in a week. And now I'm going to start with my skincare routine. So I'm going to start with my cleansers. The first is from Rickwill. It is their oil control cleanser. I use this one in the morning because I do need to control my oil production throughout the day. The serum that I'm currently using in the morning is the Deconstruct Skincare Breakout Control Serum. My review is coming soon, so wait for it. So as you can see, this is a small bottle, so I just use this serum as treatment, as I do with other serums also. So I just apply it on my problematic areas, which is usually the cheeks. They are very reactive, so I like to use such breakout controlling serums. This one has azelaic acid derivative, so it also helps with my remaining dark spots that I have right here. This one, I have a few here, I have a few here. Your dark spots take at least 3 to 4 months to go away completely, and then I just tap in the remaining serum that I have on my hand. Even now I feel very dry because the serum hydrates your skin definitely, but after the clay mask you need a lot of nourishment. So what I do on usual days is that I'll wash my face with a Riquil face wash, then use this serum, and then straight away go to a sunscreen, or maybe use something like the Sebamed Care Gel if I need a little more hydration or moisturization for that day. It just depends on how my skin is vibing that day. I sometimes just use this special concoction in a old plum bottle, just spray it and it's done. So this has water, hyaluronic acid, glycerin, aloe vera gel, and I've also pH adjusted this. I add and subtract things and then was testing with the pH strips, and this has really worked for me. Just puts your hydration back in. I can't really tell the concentration because I was just adding things as they go. Just do this. It's very watery and I love how it feels on my skin. It's so velvety, watery, and this hydration step actually helps me with the surface dryness that I was talking about. And I'm going to move on to a moisturizer. I'm using the Acrofi moisturizer. Now this is made for oily skin types, so just going to put that. This also has niacinamide in it, I think. And as you can see, my skin looks nice and bouncy and moisturized, not dry at all. I'm really happy. So I am in a really great mood today. I just saw Rubina's video. It has just made me happy. So I'm happy. The last step is our sunscreen. This is the Riquil Ultra Matte Dry Touch Sunscreen Gel, a new purchase, and I'm going to make a review soon. I am still in the process of using this, and I'm going to use it 3 fingertip units. This does not leave a white cast. Yeah, and there you go. So for my night skincare routine, I start with my simple moisturizing face wash. Now I do not double cleanse every single day because one face wash is enough. If I do double cleanse, I use the Inveda cleansing oil, which is good enough for me. I am using the Deconstruct one in the morning, and because I'm reviewing the Deconstruct one, I didn't want to use anything else with it because then I don't know which serum is giving me the result. So for like 10 to 15 days I was just using the Deconstruct one in the morning and nothing at night, just moisturizer and squalane oil. So I have already documented the changes that I've seen with the Deconstruct one, so now I can include other serums at night. So I've started including the tranexamic acid again in my skincare routine. I'm using the Minimalist tranexamic acid at night, and this I'm using just 3 times in a week now. So I just try to put it alternate days, and it's working, I'll say, on my dark spots. After this, the moisturizer that I'm using is the Minimalist Cepicalm 3% moisturizer. This I am using at night. It's almost done, so after this I am going to change my moisturizer. And if I use the serum, then I just use the moisturizer, use a lip balm and finish it off. I use the squalane oil from the Minimalist if I do not use the serum that day, and all of these things are actually helping with my skin texture, with the transition into summers, to keep my oil at bay and also on my dark spots. If I see any tiny little unwanted pimples on my face, I just dab on a little bit of my benzoyl peroxide 2.5% just on the spot, like this, and then finish off. Okay, so yeah, this is my updated skincare routine. These are the serums that I'm using, and these are the moisturizers that I'm using, and they're really helping me with my maintenance. Until next time, bye bye.